Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Crystal Lee and welcome. Let me break it down for you. On this channel, we do 3 videos per week. On Mondays, we do Moody Mondays, which is a time that you don't know what you're gonna get from me that day, but you'll get a video from me containing some content of some kind. On Wednesdays, we do What We Reading Wednesdays, when we talk about books out the ass, all bookish things. It's all book related, no matter what kind of book. It's really nice. And then on Van Life Fridays, hi, welcome to Van Life Fridays. I make videos vlogging or just talking about my alternative lifestyle in my 91 Chevy G20 van. Ben, this is Ben. This is his ass. What's up? If I'm gonna have to live on Earth, I'm gonna live on Earth my way. Or I guess on the highway? In today's video, we are going to be transitioning Ben into fall. Nothing mechanical, not yet anyway. It's only August, and I only had the funds to do the inside of him, which is redecorate. In September, we'll be working on some of his mechanical issues to get him on the road, which will be really nice. But for right now, all we can do is decorate his insides. I've been in Ben for April, May, June, July, 5 months now, and I now know how I want to function in the van, and I want to organize or reorganize him for that. So that's what we're doing today, in addition to changing out some stuff, cleaning some stuff. It's gonna be a fun time, but I want to transition my energy into fall, and so I also want to transition energy in general. So that's why I move around things, and this is why I'm so grateful that I told myself that we don't have to build out our van to a strict function, because this is why, like, every season I want to change and redo my space, and what better way to have that be a opportunity or possibility to not make anything permanent. But with that being said, the first thing we have to do is take out everything from him, clean him a bit, and then go from there. But let's start with the first thing, which is taking every single thing out of my baby. Perfect. This is my baby. Okay, so it is kind of empty. What I left back there is essentially a shelf with all the stuff that I get ready with in the morning, all my lunch stuff, and then at the bottom, all like the extra stuff that I still have no idea where to put it. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff that just fit very, very nicely in this van, and I want to keep it that way because goddamn do I have a lot of stuff. And it's mostly, every time I do this, I talk about my clothes. It is what it is. It's virtually empty besides the things that I think I should just keep in there, because what we're doing is reorg and redecorating, and then it can go with a deep clean. So I'm going to wipe the floors for sure, or sweep the floors and then wipe the floors. What I'm going to do now is take down all the tapestries and the sticky Velcro that I have, leaving them up because they have been failing for the summer. They are not heat resistant, which duh, but the heat of the summer has lessened its stickiness, and so the tapestries have been falling. And so I want to take them down, take off that stuff, rearrange the tapestries, and then put other Velcro bits in there for the new tapestry for the ceiling, and to reorganize the tapestries that I have to cover more of my van so I don't see the parts that I've painted. I don't see the metal of the van, and I don't see the insulation. I don't have today insulation for the ceiling. I took that down during the summer because it was falling down anyway, because again, the heat impacted what was helping it stick to the ceiling, which was spray adhesive and tape, which duh, right? Like duh, leave me alone. So I haven't had the insulation yet. I'll do that next time. But what I want to do right now is everything I just said, if you remember, which is clean and take down tapestries. Okay, let's do it. It looks like a little tunnel of like cutesy shit. Oh, love it. We got rid of all the Velcro and retaped our Air Max fan from the previous owner who did it wrong, and it's been leaking through the entire summer with all of the rainfall. But this is all of the Velcro that I use to keep up my tapestries that just weren't doing well in the heat and not adhering to my van, but adhering to the tapestry, which kind of sucked. But I'm just gonna put new ones up. So I got a new Velcro roll that I'm going to grab now. We're gonna use this to sweep up a bit in a second. But one thing that I'm running in, like, not an issue, it's just that, like, I wanted to do this now, but what I didn't think through is the fact that I wanted to wash my tapestries, but there's no way for me to get to a laundromat and then get back here. So we're gonna put them back up a little dusty, and that's okay. So from there, stuff like that is so small, but it has like the ability to kind of like hold me in my tracks. And I could be like, oh, you should have thought this through. You should have thought this through. You should have thought that through. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't have to think anything through. There's bugs. Disregard everything that I said. It is okay if you don't think every single thing through. I was talking to my friend the other day. I mean recording myself in a voice memo, because that's how we speak now in 2025. And it's the best thing, best invention that has ever happened, because it's like little podcasts from you to your friend or from your friend to you. And it's great. In my mini podcast to my friend yesterday, I was talking about how we have to be able or want to experience the process, and to experience the process, it takes like getting to a certain step and realizing what we need, and not shaming ourselves for not thinking that we'll need it in the past. Meaning, if I sat here and thought about every single thing that I had needed for this reorganization, it probably would have made for a very complete video. But also, I could have thought about things that I think that I would need that I truly don't need, and therefore either spending unnecessary money or spending unnecessary time. And though there are times I don't think of things like that, like laundry, it's okay that I didn't think about it, because that means I thought about all the other things that made me more excited. And it's okay not to have all of the process thought out. It's the experience of the process. It goes back to everyone saying it's not the end goal, it's the journey. The journey is when you find out what you're made of. The journey is when you find out what you need or what you actually need versus what you thought you needed. And then realizing some things that you want that you never thought that you wanted. The experience in the journey is finding out who you are through it, and not just making sure that every step along the way is giving you, or you giving yourself, A+ for being perfect at each step. So with that being said, we're going to put up dirty tapestries, because it's a long-winded way of saying, girl, keep going. Now, we've swept this corner and kind of wiped it down. I want to move the seat that I have to one corner where the bookshelf was. And where the bookshelf was, I want to move it to the front so I have better access to those books. And the books will be either library books or books that I have not read that are on my bookshelf. And I want that area where the seat is in this corner to be also where I film, whether it be videos or podcast videos. And with that being said, I want the tapestry background to be this reading background. And I have two of them. One went in the back, and then one covered up this piece here. But I wanted to move both of them to the back and then see how much the longer tapestry covered if I move it to the front. Hi, we're back. And all of the tapestries for the sides of my van are up. They have to be a little bit more secured. Simply one, because they blow in the wind, but the door wouldn't be open. Okay, I lied. They don't have to be a little bit more secure. They're exactly where I need them to be and want them to be, and I love it. This, I love. The back, I love. You're going to see it in a second. I'm just wanting to show the next steps before I show like the reveal, if you will. And the next step is putting the tapestry on the ceiling. This is the thing. This is the tapestry. And it still has the moon and the sun. It's just more folly, and it has zodiac signs, which is really nice. And I think it goes with the colorful ones or the colors in the ones that I have now. So now we just have to measure it, because I'm pretty sure the width is longer than the entire van. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to have to measure it to see what the middle would be. And then so the edges can fold over, because the last tapestry I had, I didn't do that, and the edges just fell over kind of like a hood or an umbrella, and I hated the way it looked. a couple hours since I last talked. I finished the tapestries. I ate some lunch. I now have water and some cookies. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. But there's so much to do. And I think with the tapestries that I have here blocking the exit a little bit more than I would like, I think I'm going to move the van up so I can have access to my side doors because I don't really have access to it now because I'm next to another van. I'm going to do that. And we're going to slowly start. Well, we're going to end up sweeping everything out some more because I just swept it to a corner. And we're going to gather some garbage. We are going to put all our stuff back. And then that's it. There's still so much I have to figure out, though. We'll figure it out along the way. Calling out my name, say meet me, cities away. Now I go under, hold my breath and flow. Trust the current takes me safe for sure. Now this is my remedy, remedy. Let the seas sway with me, with me. We're getting my energy, energy. Let the seas sway with me, sway with me. My remedy, remedy. Let the seas sway with me, with me. Getting my energy, energy. Let the seas sway with me, sway with me. I would try to hold on, treading water in this big storm now. Look at the space. I'm not gonna stay in here. Look at the space. Hold on, let me get out of your way. Okay. Look at her. Gorgeous. I wish I had sunlight coming from behind the entire time, but the door is just open. And it's pretty cute, right? Things look cute and organized. To keep this closed, all the things are in front or in back of it. So if you like go to the front or go to the back of the van, you'll see that like all the stuff is essentially in front of you, but behind this. So it kind of closes off the space. I may not keep it that way, but it's kind of the only way to keep a fine seam in the middle there, which I actually really, really like, but it does close the space a lot. So I might just do it for vlog purposes, but I need to see the good like 14 inches behind my bed because it makes me feel like my space is bigger. So I might just do that. But let's see how it looks with that as a thing. Hold on. Let's see if we can close. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. It's literally just the bookshelf that's causing me to be that open, but I still like the space and I like the new tapestry. And then, so essentially, oh, my hair. I look a hot mess. I cannot wait to shower. I can't wait to shower. I can't wait to have water on my body. Oh my God. My puffs are uneven. You're going to have to just deal with it. But it also just looks nice from like a filming standpoint too. So I like this a lot. I just want to fix that. Or maybe I'll just fix it when I'm filming because I like to see the rest of the space in my van. I don't want it to like be hidden in the back. It's like an optical illusion that I have a bigger spot, but it's still a thing. But that's it. Like I cleaned a bit, I organized. I wanted to make this transition and this transition before September 1st. It's currently August 30th. And I just wanted to change my space before kind of the new month comes in and the new season, which we still have like 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks of summer. Not trying to rush it. But I personally just wanted a change, basically, and this was kind of the cheapest change ever. This was like a cheap change, but a change nonetheless, and I like it. I really do like it. It's brighter, and since I blacked out my windows, except for these two, I'm going to work on having coverings for these 2 side doors. The curtain that divides the driving area with the back area also needs a change. And although I was going to do that in this video, I spent 7 hours doing this. And that was because I was taking my time, being intentional, making sure everything is like better than it was when I did it the first time around when it comes to putting up the tapestries and the way the Velcro was. And then I also took a break. And so, but that is it for this video. Thank you for coming along with me and changing up my van, changing up my space a bit for the fall. Let me know down below what you have done so far to transition into the new season, be it a physical change, energetic change, or like I don't know, like physical change. It's crazy. It's been 5 months. It feels like it's been like shorter than that. I feel like I've only been here for like a short time, which 5 months is not a long time at all. But at the same time, to change into a living pattern that's different, to, to be living in a van for 5 months, that's really different. You would think the time change would be like super, the feeling of time would be drastic. It just feels very short, which I actually like. It doesn't feel like life is moving fast, although it really is. Like when I think about it, it felt like time moved slow, but during it, I know I felt like it was moving fast. Anyway, thank you for coming along with me with this change. Again, let me know if you do anything to bring in the new season or new month or whatever. I love you. I am grateful for you, and I'll see you in the next one.